And we're live. Protocol Live, episode 7, jam-packed show today. We're going to be talking about the Fat Ash Bash coming up. We're going to be talking about our Christmas and New Year's happening and our recent event with Cigars International. That was a really good time. I can't believe it's episode 7 already. I don't even know what I'm going to do if we hit episode 10, but I go out of my mind.
That's a lot of noise, Tristan. But
That
first, I want to start with just wishing you and Tristan and everybody out there watching this a very happy New Year. Here's to 2020 being the best year yet, gentlemen.
Yeah, 2020. Can't believe it.
This is 2020.
Hey,
Robert Walters.
that was a great meme.
And
That
this
was one
is
of the better
not
ones.
apple juice, people. I know it might look like it, but it's not.
Oh, you need a lighter?
What are we drinking here?
Tin cup. Tin cup
Cup.
this
It's my
evening.
first time having it. It comes in a big old gallon jug, but it's American whiskey, but it's actually very good. I'm very impressed with it. It's
It's
very nice. Very
absolutely
smooth.
fantastic. I love it. And I don't know. I messed up on the intro of the last one because I thought Tristan was our first guest, but it was actually Dojo. But this might be the first time, and I won't say for sure, but I believe it is. We're all drinking the same thing, which is pretty cool.
I love that. That's actually a great little tidbit of
And a
information.
little bit of a
Drinking.
redesign in the studio too.
Yes.
I got some new.
Talk to them about the studio redesign.
Yeah, a little bit, some new microphone stands, so it's less intrusive. We got that big, ugly Dell monitor out of the way, a little bit lower, so we got a better angle on
We
our
can see it,
beautiful
but you guys
faces.
can't.
Yeah, we can see everything, but you can't, which I think is a better angle for us. So I'm loving this studio. We need to do more of these. So here's to 10 episodes and see where we go from there.
To
So what do you wanna-
infinity and beyond.
Yeah, so,
So I'm going to tell you what I'm smoking right now. I'm going to light something special coming up next, but right now I'm finishing up something extremely special. And I think we are smoking this. Are you smoking it? No, you're smoking the new one, but you are. This is actually, you guys by now have heard the story that we actually do some owner's blends in the Double Corona. Double Corona is a great size, smokes phenomenally. It's just a hard sell because it's such a very large, not rain gauge, but a larger length. This is a 7 by, refresh my recollection, 46, 48?
46, I believe. I just saw it on the PO2.
I believe it's like the standard. I feel like a jerk now not knowing this, but it's actually a standard double Corona. I believe it's a 7 by 48. I want to say something like that, but it's a size. We did the Sir Robert Peel Natural in Maduro in this size, and it is smoking absolutely phenomenal. And we do this for ourselves, and when we have special events like we do, we started doing that. It was actually very successful for 2019. We had the blue. Actually, we did them in all sizes, but the ones we had the most in were the original Protocol Blue and the Official Misconduct. And what we started doing is like we would do
red.
events and reds, but those are more like but like we only had an X amount of those, but we had a more amount of the blues and the silvers. And what we started doing was like you buy 5, you get the owner's blend. That was actually very, very successful for us for 2019. I think we're going to continue with this. We don't have that many of these, but we're going to give them out at special events. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what that special event will be, but we're going to definitely do stuff like that. Let's start off first. Then I have a little timeline thing here.
I see we got a notebook on the table.
There is
Holy
a
cow, we
notebook
got
on the
notes.
table.
We've never done this.
We're going to go first topic we're going to talk about is the...
You're telling me we're organized for
A
once?
little bit. A little bit.
bit.
Everybody's
Little
trying to do
organized.
their New Year's resolution, and this is one of ours, just to be a little bit more organized. And I also did another one. I went with my sunglasses so nobody see the big bags under my eyes. So, what do you think? I'm looking more like a Al Pacino and Serpico. I heard I'm a cross between Pavarotti and Al Pacino and Serpico. I got the beard and the long hair.
There was a
going on.
contest.
From the contest, I'll announce
And
the
Ron
winner at the
Jeremy
end.
is another big
There
big
are
one
some
I keep
very
hearing
good
about.
ones there.
Ron Jeremy's the best.
So our first topic for today, ladies and gentlemen, here live in Protocol Live and
Sunny Newark,
sunny
New
Newark,
Jersey.
New Jersey. The first topic we're going to talk about is the Confidential Informant event. I'm going to turn off this phone, so I won't. That's actually Alan
Yeah,
Farr
you gotta-
texting me.
yeah.
Alan, you should have came, bro. You could have been on the show. Anyway, he doesn't like being on the show.
That's
but
probably him texting you right now. He's
it was
downstairs.
Alan Fodder. Shout out to Alan Fodder. All right, so the first topic is going to be the CI Confidential Informant event. Just a quick little summary what that was. That was a special cigar that we did for Cigars International here in Pennsylvania. There are 3 locations. It was 191 Main Street, and then ended in Hamburg. But quickly, in police jargon, a CI is considered a confidential informant, but it's also the nickname that Cigars International got. So we did the protocol, confidential informant, protocol, CI. And that was an absolute event, great event. Kevin, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, that was what a blast. You guys heard it before, but I made Smoky Mary's at the 191 location. We started at 10 a.m. in the morning, and those were a hit. Went down to Bethlehem. We thought it was going to be no one there, and that place was jam packed. And then ended up at Hamburg for the the final hurrah and the party at night. So that just turned out awesome. They had custom humidors at every location that were CI branded and Protocol branded. Just absolutely beautiful, and 3 of our good friends all won them. Kevin Aluska, Brian Van Dyke, and Tom and Zach, some of our good friends. And that was just a really good event. The cigar is fantastic, getting great reviews on it and feedback from everybody. So
You are far too humble. Speak for yourselves. Nobody was going to show up. I knew that place was going to be jamming.
Some quick factoids about that event. So it was the first time ever that CI did an event at all 4 of the locations. So it was the 3 locations in Pennsylvania, and unfortunately none of us went to Texas, but they also had a few bundles at Texas. So it was the first time they had an event at all 3 locations. It was basically like a roving event. So we started off, the first one was at 191. That started at 10 o'clock, where we did the smoky old fashions. Then we did Main Street from like 3 to 6, so 3 to 5.
yeah.
And then we had a little hiatus, and we drove to Hamburg, and that was just an amazing event, a great turnout. And another factoid: each store did the best Black Friday sales to date.
Wow.
Was there.
Putting that out there. By the way,
Putting it out there.
Programming note, I'm like having deja vu. I
Yeah?
think we recapped this on the last episode. So you get another
No,
recap.
I don't think. No, wait.
I
The last
think we
episode, did we had the event already?
Yeah, I think we did.
If we did already, was it
Whatever.
just
Well,
all
you're
right,
getting
so
another recap.
another a recap then?
Yeah.
So basically, I know I didn't
Should we
throw
change
that
bar at the
fact.
bottom there to say
We're going to be
reread?
organized this year,
That
aren't we?
factoid,
Yes, we're really
that
starting out
factoid
well.
about, we found this out later, definitely that event broke all the records at each stores. So kudos for ourselves. More importantly, kudos to you guys for being there and supporting us. We truly appreciate that. All right. The next topic, this is a little bit off our ticket down there, but Eric Espinoza, the gentleman that makes our cigars in Nicaragua, La Zona, came to New York, and I actually drove him around for 3 days. We did 3 events. We did one in Rudy's shop up in Long Island. The name's going to change. It's going to be called Rudy's Emporium or something beautiful like that. They're going to change owners, but that's going to be that. Then we also had a thing at Cigar Federation up there in upstate New York. And then we ended, was it Brian Lewis? Yes. The
Brian
release
Lewis's.
of Brian Lewis's Fair Warning.
Shout out to Brian Lewis. And
Big
the
one
shout
and
out to
only.
Brian Lewis
The big, very large shout out.
for a big, very large young man.
You are wow, yeah, but yeah, I love that.
So
that
those 3
cigar's
events were
smoking
successful,
fantastic.
great events, but more importantly, the Brian Lewis thing. It was a barber pole, candela from the Wasabi, and I believe the Brazilian Matafina from La Ranch. I believe
know.
that's
I know it's-
something like that.
yeah,
But it was
I knew it was Brazilian.
a
and
great
Candela.
cigar. If you guys want to get that cigar, if you guys want to try it, all you got to do is Google Caravan Cigar Company. They have some left online. It's going to be a store exclusive. They went through 250 bundles like nothing. They sold out in about a matter of a week or so. So the guys did good. The Lewises are great people. Tell a little bit about you. You know, I couldn't make it because we had the stomach flu in the house. But you guys went to to a nice dinner.
Oh
with
yeah,
the
we went to the
Lewises.
Red Wolf. It's a little dive place in New Jersey, and Brian Lewis does an event called TNT every Thursday Night Therapy.
Yes, TNT.
Sick invite.
It's awesome. So I was talking to Ted, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, we got to go check the place out." I'm like, "Well, what are you doing next Wednesday? The shop's not open because they're only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday." So we all got together, and my wife came. We had a blast. They're known for their hand-cut New York strip steaks, and they are fantastic.
did
And when
miss
you order a 16 ounce, you're getting a 20 ounce because they're hand cut. This guy's eyeing it, and he eyes it big. So we were very fat and happy that evening. Very, very, very nice.
I'm sorry I missed that, but the Lewises are great people. Guys out there, in all seriousness, Caravan Cigar Company is a great shop in Bath, PA. It has a it feels like you're in your own living room, smoking and drinking. It's a BYOB. The place is awesome. The Lewises are awesome. You got Brian. He's the mastermind behind it. Then you have Ted. Ted is the brains behind the whole operation. Then you have Kevin. Kevin is the sexy. Kevin is the one that brings in the ladies because the other two are disasters. Kevin, you're the best looking one. Am I
I
right?
will tell you, for a Thursday night, they have on average about 25 to 30 people.
Amazing.
Easy,
25
easy.
to 30.
A lot of law enforcement, a lot of the local fire
Firemen.
department, the Masons
Great place.
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim.
You
and
guys
his
gotta
wife,
go in
Stacy.
there.
You got to check that.
It's a
place
must
out.
visit in
It's-
Pennsylvania.
I
Yeah.
walked in last weekend expecting to see 2, maybe 3 people. I couldn't even get in the door. It was so packed.
I heard
was
last week
squeezing
Thursday
through
was a
people.
standing room only on both floors.
Yeah.
Standing room only. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
All right, since we got a time constraint, next topic is Christmas. We'll do Tristan first, then myself, and then Kevin. Go.
Ho ho, Merry Christmas. I was down in Maryland. I saw my mother, my little sister, drove back up here.
How long was the ride from Pennsylvania to Maryland?
It's 3.5 hours.
That's not terrible.
Getting caught in Philly, that's probably the worst. And then coming back was easy on Christmas. No one was down there. So
Okay. So for my Christmas, we didn't, as a company, we didn't really schedule any events for the month of December besides the 3 days that Eric was around, and I believe the CI in the beginning of the December. Right? No, that was Black Friday, so it was actually November. But yeah, we didn't do nothing because I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I recently retired, and being a police officer in this country between Halloween to New Year's, it's just like the busiest time because tourists come into the city and heightened alert, so you're working like crazy. So this was the first Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas season that I was I was able to be at home the whole time. I enjoyed my time with my son, my 2 daughters, my wife. It was actually absolutely tremendous. I had a great time. Quick little Christmas side story. So the tree that I had for 10 years finally just like I take this thing out of the box and I'd leave more of the fake pine needles on the floor than I had. So it was getting ugly. The lights were dying off, and I was like, I gotta get a new tree. So my plan was to go to Sam's Club on Christmas Eve. The day after Christmas, on 26th, because they slash everything. But I was lucky enough. I went in there to buy eggs, and I saw that they actually did it before Christmas. So I bought a 12-foot tree. Amazing. This thing was like
12 foot.
12 foot because I have high ceilings. I have 18,
Fantastic.
18 feet high ceilings in my family room. So that's where we put the Christmas tree. Long story short, it was $400. I bought it for $100. It was amazing. That was the best deal I ever got. Thank you, Sam's Club. Boom. Kevin, your turn for Christmas.
Yeah, we on Christmas Day we spent it with my mom and dad, and my wife goes, my brother, his girlfriend. So it's just a small group, 6 of us, and we have the dogs there, and just have a blast. Sit back, enjoy ourselves, have some Bloody Marys or Smoky Marys in the morning, smoke some cigars, open gifts. Then we put on the Christmas movies down. They have a bar in their basement. Some of you may know about, but we're not going to talk about that here. And we have just a really good time. So you got to put on the staples: Christmas Vacation, Die Hard.
Great question.
Christmas Story.
Everybody's number one Christmas movie or TV show, whatever. Tristan, go.
I think we did this last one.
I know. No, we didn't. We did.
The-
It was another show.
That
we
was
were on.
another podcast.
It wasn't our podcast.
It
Go.
was the shit. I can't think of the name of the movie. The old one.
Christmas Story.
Yes, thank you.
All right,
Jesus
gee, I
Christ.
just said
Great.
it.
Christmas Story is awesome.
Yes.
I'm gonna say the old school Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the Yukon Cornelius that I've actually told Kevin you look like when you wear a reddish flannel shirt and he got his
Yes.
beard going on. He puts a
Yeah.
knit. He
He's
looks
licking
like
the
a
peck.
thin Yukon Cornelius. So definitely for me, it's gonna be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the dentist. Who could go wrong with that?
That you can't.
Kevin, your turn.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go with National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's
It's
awesome.
a classic. Yeah.
A close second for me would have definitely been Home Alone. I saw it 3 times.
Home Alone's.
Home Alone's
Oh,
awesome.
you got to watch that.
Tremendous movie.
Christmas with the Cranks. That's another good one.
It
Have
is
you
good.
seen
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes,
a
good
one.
stuff. There's so much.
There's
All right,
a lot of good ones.
next topic. New Year's. We'll do the same route. You first, then me, then you. Go
This
ahead.
is
New
like
Year's.
speed protocol.
New
Live.
Year's. Yeah, jeez. I
You
can't
know,
even
we ha-
think this fast.
We have this
I'm trying to
thing.
enjoy this
We can't be
fantastic
more than
cigar
like
over here.
40 minutes because we
Go,
know
go,
people's
go.
attention spans is not more than 40. We don't want to do it. We love people that do 3-hour shows, but we're not doing 3-hour shows. Coop, I love you. I got
New Year's, last thing I remember was hearing 5, 4, 3, and then black.
You blacked out.
That's it.
Where were you at though?
I was downtown Easton here.
Downtown Easton.
Not here. We're in sunny New York, New Jersey. Over there.
So you mean by 70 miles from here in downtown Easton,
Yes,
Pennsylvania, the
yes.
Circle. That's a great place for you guys. Easton, Pennsylvania. If you ever guys want to make a trip to come down to visit some key shops here in Pennsylvania, you can go CI. You can do Brian Lewis's The Caravan. You can do Famous. And at some point, if you guys gotta go down to downtown Easton and the Circle, Bethlehem's really nice too over there. There's a lot of places, you can spend a weekend out here and have a great time. All right, so you done with the New Year's?
That was about
Keep
it.
rolling,
He
keep
black-
rolling.
He
All right,
blacked out.
for me. New Year's for me. So New Year's, December 31st. My family have started a tradition. 3 years now. We've gone to Top Cut Steakhouse. It's probably the best steakhouse out here in Pennsylvania. It's in the Lehigh Valley. It's the closest thing to New York. Very elegant, very high end. I had an amazing Wagyu New York strip.
I roll.
African lobster tail, tremendous. Went there with the family, ate like animals, had a great time with them. Then we went home. I went to my friend's house who also retired 2019. We had one drink and one cigar, and then I went over to another friend's house, Roberto Rivera. Roberto, shout out to Roberto. I know you're out there working hard, so we love you. We went to Roberto Rivera's house, played some pool with Timothy Thompson, his brother, and cousins and the family. It was a great time, and I think I got home maybe about 3 or 4 in the morning, but it was a good time.
Damn.
Kevin, go.
Speed round, Kevin. Go.
Speed round. Kevin, go. I heard Reamer was going to be over at the Sands with a few people.
wow.
So
John Reamer. If you guys don't know John the J Train Reamer,
J Train.
that
The
guy
fuck that guy.
is amazing.
Whoa,
He is
whoa! Trying to get monetized here.
Actually,
which
we can't do it anyway. They don't
can't do it
monetize
anyway,
cigars, so you can
yeah.
say fuck all you
But
want. But
yeah,
yeah,
no. But then the search, it's not going to come up. with
sorry,
search.
forget, scratch that. John Reamer,
The
tremendous
black
human
guy.
being. He works at CI, amongst other things. He also does meth. I'm sorry, that's a show.
Black.
He looks just like the character from what was that meth show?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
yeah.
You Google this guy, Breaking Bad, the main character, and you look for John Reamer's picture. Identical. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so back to you.
So
hear John
I went
Reamer.
I went to Sands. I talked to the wife. We were going to stay home for the evening, but then she was like,
I
it'd
have
be
to
nice
stop
to
you
go
for a
out.
second. It is no longer called the Sands.
Oh, it's Wind Creek. Sorry,
Wind Creek.
We still call it the Sands here.
All right.
Wind
the
Creek.
locals call it the Sands.
Yeah, the
but it's
locals
called
call
Wind
it.
Creek.
Us
Yeah.
local yokels, right?
Yeah. So
Pennsylvania
Or the
boss.
locals that live in over there. We're here in Jersey. But go ahead.
So showed up there, ton of people from CI because John works there part time. A bunch of people from Caravan showed up, very surprising. I didn't think it was going to be a Thursday night therapy on New Year's Eve, but it was
Why
very
do you
cool.
underestimate Caravan so much?
I don't underestimate them at
You
all.
do
It's
twice
one of
on
the-
this podcast alone. Look, you see how large Brian Lewis is.
Oh my gosh!
Just his social media
we
presence.
know he's a large man, Tristan.
No, I'm talking his social media presence. Why are you going out of his way? Have you seen Juan? He's fine.
But we had a very nice time. Wasn't a crazy night. We got home at a decent hour, about like
So
1 a.m.
when
so-
when the clock struck 12 and it went on, where were you exactly in the Circle Bar?
Yeah,
what
so
did happen?
we hung out at the Circle Bar. You could not get into the Molten Lounge, which is the outside kind of club. You can
That's a
smoke
nice
in there,
place.
which is nice about Wind Creek. Again, if you're in the Easton Bethlehem area, that's a great spot to hit up because you can smoke in the casino. So the band was just rocking, but
The
you
Molten-
weren't going to be able to move in
The
there.
Molten, it's amazing. It's the Molten Bar. You can smoke there. It's an amazing little bar. They have bands. Was it third Monday, first Monday when they have the dueling pianos? You guys might have seen this.
Every first Monday.
It's amazing. You guys got to look into that. It's a great time.
That was
Boom.
a good time.
You know what, though? If you had a cigar celebrity with you, you could have gotten in real easy.
Listen, I want to address you said the cigar celebrity thing.
we
Like
did this on the last episode.
I've never, just for the record, I've never called myself a cigar celebrity. All yous out there calling me that, not me. Just for the record. All right.
Episode 7 and episode 6 are going to be recaps.
All right,
of the
let's
same
go.
Episode.
The next topic, our
What?
dinner 2 nights ago.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Well,
That
there was 2 dinners. Tristan was at both.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, there
Let's
was
talk about the first one.
the first dinner.
As a company, we had a dinner at a place in New Jersey called
Spain in.
the Spanish Tavern. No, Spain Inn. Spain Inn 2.
Spain Inn
Spain
2.
Inn 2.
Yeah.
I had at least
We did 8
Three.
pitchers.
So what do you think? I did 4 pitchers of sangria.
Out of the 4 of us, we did 8 pitchers of sangria.
I didn't drink
and
one.
Kevin didn't partake.
Ooh,
not
so
partake.
what do you think? I did at least a minimum low bowling. I did 4 pitchers of sangria. Correct.
Yes.
It was a phenomenal time. It was a great time. We had fun
good
with
was
the
the
wait.
food?
The food. All you guys out there, I know somewhere around where you live, you gotta have a Portuguese/Spanish restaurant. They are amazing with the meats, and you've seen me post a few here and there. But those places with the sangria, they're
place was
so
awesome.
good. The meat, Portuguese, Argentinian, Spanish, great meat, great sangria. That was just a phenomenal time.
Alan and I had the rack of lamb.
It was amazing, right?
Amazing.
I remember. I actually remember Alan, like most white people, a rack of lamb's like a lollipop, right? He just eat the main piece and put it down. I said, "Why are you leaving all this meat?" So I actually grabbed the bone and I ate all the meat off it. And I left
No,
it like.
you would never.
Oh,
do
I
that.
wish that was the only time you did it.
It's, white people do the same thing with shrimp. You ever notice that? White people just bite the
No,
shrimp
you-
and that's it.
You gotta push on the bottom, and then
I
you gotta
always
squeeze
do
it
that.
out.
I always bite from the tail and I leave nothing. Like when you
I
order
don't leave
shrimp.
a thing.
No, I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
my
well, this
beautiful
white guy-
white
this
friends.
white boy does
they
not.
and the same thing with the chicken wings. Think about when they eat chicken wings. They eat 2 bites, and I leave bones. That's all I leave, bones. You know, but that's besides the point. We're going off. So
That was a really nice time.
was a
Our
great dinner.
Our waitress, I warned
We had
her
a
from
lot
the
of
get go
fun.
because
The best part of that whole
drinks
thing was
prior.
trying to guess her nationality.
you know, I start having a few pictures of sangria. I get
It was
funny.
all
Libations.
fun and games.
So I was
It
trying to
nothing
figure
rude.
out who this girl, where she's from. And said, she
She
looked
was-
exotic.
she was gorgeous. And
She was gorgeous,
She was
exotic.
fantastic. She rolled with the punches.
And I'm trying to figure out, I'm telling her maybe Dominican, maybe Egyptian, and I wasn't getting it. So there was another waitress. I was like, I asked her, hey, listen, where's this girl from? She goes, oh, she's from, was it Pakistan?
No,
Iranian.
No, she was
Iranian.
Armenian.
Armenian, something like
Was it
that.
Armenian or Iranian?
It was Armenian or Lebanese.
I want to say it was Pakistan. We're all somewhere in the Middle
we're all
East.
over
No,
that.
it was toward the Mediterranean.
So I
because
told
that
her,
was
I
part
said,
of the
give me your
conversation.
hand. I'm clairvoyant. I said, give me your hand for a second. She gave me her hand, and I made like a gesture, like I was thinking. I said, I whatever the country it was, Iran, and she goes, without skipping a beat, she goes, no, but she was lying because she knew
you asked somebody.
she didn't know I asked him about it.
There's no way you
Immediately after
would've-
She's like, all right, which one of them told you?
Yeah, after
She
that, she's
knew-
like, which
she
one?
knew you asked
It was a
about
great time. Just good. We are very much people person, and when you see our antics on social media,
We apologize.
you know,
for
we're not
some of
looking
them.
for attention like some people say we are. We're just being funny, man, because you guys don't even understand like how many personal messages I get from people, just regular guys that might be, I don't know, depressed or feeling some way, and they see my antics and say, Juan, you just cheer me up, man. Thank you. So for those guys, I will always be true, and I'll always be an idiot for you to make you laugh. That's it, because I don't care. I don't really care. I don't have nothing to, I'll snort, powdered sugar in my nose all day long.
Oh yeah, let's not do
Well, we'll
that.
talk about that later. All right, so
Let's not do
the
that.
company Christmas party was awesome, beautiful. Another dinner we went to was actually 2 days ago. It was Friday, the 4th, the 5th, something like
No,
that.
Saturday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Saturday. And
Saturday
basically, we just get a group of our friends. Some of them are guys that actually work for the company. It's Kevin and I. And some of them are Fat Ash guys. We're going to talk about Fat Ash in a little bit. It's going to be the next thing we're going to talk about. But we went over there, and we did like a protocol Fat Ash New York City takeover. We started.
We did it last year.
We did it last year.
we
It was
did
fun.
last
It
year.
was
Just
great.
like an impromptu. I think it started with you and Brad, and basically
I
was at
remember the
Caravan.
story. Actually, we were all at Caravan.
Yeah.
And then Brad asked one day, "What's the best steakhouse in New York
Correct.
City?" And in my humble opinion, considering I've eaten in many steakhouses in New York, being from there, I said Keene Steakhouse on 36th and 7th is by far my favorite steakhouse. And actually, we did a little research. It's actually the number 2 steakhouse in the world. Number 1 being Bern in Tampa. But if you're in this Northeast area and you want to have a traditional, old school, great, and it's actually one of the oldest steakhouses in New York. Just the food is great, the service is great.
The atmosphere.
The atmosphere, the
Sit
ambiance.
downstairs.
The
Book your-
ambiance is
yeah.
the right word for that.
Yeah, book your reservation and ask to sit
They have
downstairs.
upstairs, downstairs is awesome. They have pipes, so people, and they have pipes from like Babe Ruth, Red Fox. It's just amazing. The place is just absolutely
They have a billet
phenomenal.
upstairs with Abraham Lincoln's blood. He was holding it when he got shot. It's pretty cool.
Say that again. I didn't see. Oh, they do call it the Lincoln Room upstairs. What?
Yeah, on the second
say that
floor
one more
when
time.
you go up the stairs on the
Yes.
left, they have like a wall full of Lincoln. And there's a billet he was holding when he got shot, and it has all his blood on it.
Wow, that is
Holy
amazing.
crap,
I
I did
missed that.
not
Next
know.
time we go
Wow.
there, I'm gonna go.
I gotta
I'm
go check that out.
specifically gonna go see that. So we started off. Let's talk about this thing. So basically, it was about. It was originally was 10, and then people have engaged and stuff like that. So I think I want to be like seven of us.
Family happens.
Stuff happens in life. So it was also 7 of us. We started off at Soho Cigar Bar. Soho Cigar Bar is an awesome New York City staple. It's a great little cigar place. It's right on the New York side of the Holland Tunnel, but maybe a block away from there. The place is phenomenal. I have great cocktails, great cigar selection. Mike the Greek is the manager over there. Great guy. Big shout out to Mike over there. Treated us very well. The food is actually, they have little appetizers, but the food is phenomenal.
You have
Great
to
place.
get the buffalo meatballs, the buffalo chicken meatballs.
Oh, they're to die for.
They are
Everything was tremendous
amazing.
there.
Everything. Dax had the filet mignon sliders. He was dying for food when we were driving in. We carpooled, and I'm like, Dax, just wait till Soho, and you're gonna get the best filet mignon slider you'll ever have in your life.
They
And we loved
they
it.
come in these little mini. I didn't have any because I had my driver was starving, so we had to stop by. Quick little story. We went to Cat's Deli. I wanted to take him to Cat's Deli in New York City. Great, amazing Jewish deli. The pastrami and rye there is to die for. We get there, there's a line around the block, so that's not happening. We went back to over there, and I was like, he's hungry. So there's like a little diner, a little Mexican diner right on the corner next to Soho Cigar Bar. This kid goes in there, and he has some kind of Mexican omelet, came with rice and refried beans and a stack of pancakes, and he ate it like a savage. Gavon.
He's 22.
And then 10 minutes later, he was hungry again. It's just you kids. I don't know. Wow, it's
Same.
amazing.
When I was
You know,
22, I was hungry all the time.
I say that again too, but when we ordered, right, I sit down, Juan sits down, we order, and Juan goes, "Aren't you gonna get the pancakes too?" And I'm like, you know what? I think that's a good call. All right, I'll do that. So I sit down, he gets some scrambled eggs. I swear, I've eaten the fastest I've ever eaten was probably about 2.5 minutes, a full plate of eggs. Right, I watched this dude devour 3 or 4 eggs in I want to say 45 seconds. He ate this real quick, runs out.
'cause
He's like,
Johnny-
"All right,
Johnny
I'll
B
meet you
was
over
there.
there." It was
Yeah.
awesome. No, it was actually a really good small place. It was, I mean, New York prices, of course. So me being a local yokel here in PA, I was like,
Hold
oh,
on. My house is calling me. Hey, listen, I'm recording a podcast as we speak.
Oh my
I'm gonna put you on. Don't say anything. You're live on the podcast. Do not say anything bad. How much? Just
You hate me.
just all the love.
Pay for the blue book.
the blue book. It's the blue book is in the bedroom upstairs.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Bye bye.
Is
That was
what-
my wife. Everybody on the podcast.
Is that your hit list?
That's my hit list. That's yeah. Okay,
the blue book. What's
Who to
in
get
the
rid
blue
of?
It's
book?
a long story. The blue book's anyway.
You know what?
Project Blue Book.
I gotta say, I
That
think
was a
we have
great
re-
live thing.
I think we have
The
a regular
protocol
question.
blue book.
Anyway, so back to what we were saying. So you eat like a gavon, like I couldn't believe how much, and then he was hungry 10 minutes later. So anyway, Soho Cigar Bar, tremendous place. We actually were there, like we got there 3, so let's say 3-ish. Everybody average 3. We left at what, 7:30?
7:30 we left.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We were there for
It was
four
a
and a half
blur.
hours.
It was a blur.
And it went like this, like that.
We were
So you could
la-
hear it.
we-
It was
time.
gone.
We were
I couldn't
laughing.
believe how
We were
fast.
laughing the entire
Just
time.
great laughs. We were smoking a special cigar we're going to talk about in a little while. That was awesome. From Soho Cigar Bar, we went to Keen Steakhouse, which is,
Well,
in my
here,
opinion,
I gotta say this
Go ahead.
before we move on. It is, besides Juan Cancel's old fashioned, it is the best old fashioned I've ever had other than his.
It was
Really?
it was a good
Oh,
old
it was
fashioned.
fantastic.
They made it a
It was
nice
amazing.
old fashioned.
That good there. Wow.
They had a great old fashioned. So we went to a Soho Cigar Bar. From there, we went to Keen Steakhouse.
Yep.
That place, anybody out there listening to this, they can listen to this. Is you have if you're ever in New York, Keen Steakhouse on 36th and 7th Avenue, amazing. It was like 7 of us. We did 2 porterhouses for 2 and a mutton chop. You must get that mutton chop. That mutton chop is spiritual.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. The wedge salad was great. The lobster
porterhouse
bisque
melts in your mouth.
Go ahead. I'll let you talk a little bit.
The melt it melts in your mouth. Like we were done eating, kind of just hanging out, talking, laughing, and I'm just seeing that porterhouse sitting there, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need a little bit more of that. And it's like I didn't need any more of that,
know,
but I was
I
happy
ate till I
for it.
couldn't eat no more.
You missed 2 very important parts of this meal.
What was that?
The thick cut bacon.
I had a piece
God.
of that.
Oh,
It
gosh.
tasted just
That
like
was
pork
delish.
rind. Oh,
That
God,
thing
it
was amazing.
And the official dessert of Fat Ash, which we're going to lead
The
into here.
Bananas
Foster.
Fosters.
Hey, how you doing?
That was
yeah.
a great.
That
That's
was
a
a-
shout out to Brad. That's Brad Weidenhammer's favorite dessert, Bananas
That-
Foster.
they did a nice job.
They
Not
didn't do it
tableside, but it was good.
tableside, so I'll take off a little point for that. But I didn't taste it because I think at that point I couldn't even. I basically had to force down my affogato. For you guys that don't know what affogato is, it is the most magical elixir. If you like coffee and you're a good at a restaurant, ask for an affogato. Affogato is basically they bring you in a small espresso cup 1 scoop of vanilla ice cream and then an espresso. And what they do right there, they take the espresso, what's piping hot, at your chair, at your table, whatever it's called, at your seating, and they pour the espresso in there, and you take a spoon, you mix it, and you down it. It is amazing. We had great wine there, right, Kevin?
Oh my gosh, it was a Lady May 2012. I went home and bought 6 bottles of that for my wine cellar. Oh my gosh, that wine!
Tremendous.
I had a glass of it. They had it by the glass, which was surprising because it was so good. And she offered to bring the wine list, and I said,
Yes.
no, whatever
That was-
this is,
our first
we're getting
one,
bottles
yes.
of it. Because then everybody was like, no, well, I'm going to have wine too. So we ended up getting bottles of that. We had
It was
2
two
bottles.
but it was
Yeah,
awesome. It was
awesome. Oh my
The
gosh.
meal was that place. You will never go wrong with a meal in that place. Tristan, I know you're a young man in your early 20s.
Well, who's,
up to that-
who's living the high life
Up
right
to
now.
that time
Yeah.
and point, your best meal was probably McDonald's. And then you go and we take you to the best restaurant in New York City. Tell a little bit from a young man's
I
perspective.
gotta say,
how goes that
soon
meal?
from everything, from the beginning to the end, I was in such awe and amazement. The waitress was even laughing at me. It's like, oh, you child, so you've never had anything this good. I'll tell you this: I went to dinner with my girlfriend yesterday, and she wanted to go to this Italian place, and I was like, oh, I'll get some pasta, and asked for a glass of wine, and wine never came. And it was like jar pasta, like this jar pasta sauce. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I can't eat it in these kind of places anymore. I've been spoiled
Yeah,
now.
First time I was ever at Keen's, I was 25, 26 years old.
Oh, you're lucky. I wasn't there until maybe my 30s.
Yeah.
And this guy was even luckier. He was
Tristan,
here-
22. That's what I'm
22.
saying. 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unless you're a rich
Amazing.
kid, you're like what they call those the stock, not what's it called
trust fund baby?
Trust fund baby. You don't go to Keenan's for
No.
a dinner, and this guy's going there at 22.
Yeah.
And
Well, hey,
for the record,
he paid his own way.
Paid his own way.
All right,
did.
we were both going
Did.
there. Yeah, good for him. You know what?
High five.
Hey, cheers to you. You know, you're not,
Thank you.
you're not a
Tremendous
trust
job.
fund baby getting there, but
So that was an amazing dinner. Just quick side note: Johnny B, Alan Fodder, and myself had an amazing quick friendship dinner. It was like a quick thing. We did it at El Caballos. We were there in Easton.
I didn't see any pictures of that.
One,
Well, you know what? That was slightly in my part.
so people think that we invited him, but what had happened was the 3 of us drank 3
And
bottles
I wanted to be at that
of
dinner.
Miomi, and then we ran out. It felt like we drank those 3 bottles like that, and then Johnny B was like, "We need more wine." So we started looking at what places deliver, and I was like, "Wait, why are you gonna call a place? Let's call Tristan.
You know, his personally delivering.
He actually called him up. You got a personal phone call, so that was a great thing. That was a sidebar, but that was a great restaurant. Another one, how you say it?
Cavallos.
Cavallos in Easton. Google that. That place is tremendous.
Hey,
Well,
if
hold
this-
on. Let's talk about that phone call I got though.
All right, you can talk about that for 3
So,
minutes.
As soon as I get off of work, I get home, I start changing. I get a phone call from Johnny B. I'm like, this is a new one. I've never gotten.
How he started off? Tell him how he started.
It's where are you? Are you alone?
Are you alone?
You alone? At first, I'm like,
Johnny B is the best, man. I love that. I'm gonna have a toast.
you wearing
on
a
that.
wire?
Johnny B, you're one of my fucking favorites. I love
Yo,
you.
yo.
So I asked him like, is this how I'm
Johnny
gonna
B is
get
the
whacked?
best gift God ever gave me.
Are you gonna make me a made man like Joe Pesci and Goodfellas?
All right, I'm gonna need a drink here, and that's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So I have to get
You
off.
wanna run and get?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Wait, he was telling a story.
No, so we go. We have this tour. This place is beautiful. It's fantastic. It's got some like old 18th, 19th century like pieces of furniture in there. It's fantastic. So it's the 4 of us. We sit down at this table, and I realize that there's a lot of wine spilled on this table, and I'm trying to figure out why. So I asked Juan, I'm like, how'd this happen? And he goes, oh, so what was happening was I was showing him was it tall pour, high pour, and he picks up the bottle again and starts pouring again. Like, There
How
was
many? Is this recording? How many minutes are we in? Can you see?
It's on the bottom because we moved the screen. I can't
It's
see
whatever.
it, but we're good.
So,
I just wanna make sure it's
so
recording.
as
We're good,
he's
we're good.
pouring. There's no glass at the bottom, so we keep pouring it all over the tablecloth. He gets a big thing on his sweater.
You're not saying it all right. Listen, wine. If you don't put it in a decanter to air it, you can't. They don't have decanters. Or if you have an aerator, it's like a little machine or a little thing, and you pour it and it makes a noise and gets air in it. So the other thing they do to get air into your wine is you pour high. So I was joking around, and I didn't know that Alan Fodder, he's a genius, pure genius. Alan Fodder recorded the whole. He did many recordings, but one of them was of me pouring the wine high to get the air, and it foamed. It was great, but me being a little inebriated, I kept missing, and it was just
No.
Go ahead.
Juan, that was
You
before
were
I got
inebriated.
there. I'm
Wow.
talking about when you tried to show me what you were doing. This is this is when I showed up. You went to show me again. No glass.
There was no. I didn't know glass. That I don't remember.
No glass. It was the second time.
Oh God, don't. Yeah.
So go ahead. Go get the tin cup while
Yeah, I
Kevin
got
and
you,
I
yeah.
go to the next thing.
Yeah. All right. Cavallo's. Oh my gosh, if this doesn't work
Google
out,
that
Juan,
place, guys. Google that place.
if this doesn't work out with cigars, we could be like a food show. Like,
Listen.
we talk about restaurants and
We
food
can
a lot.
do this thing a lot. Actually, we could do stuff. If you really want to do, in reality, we eat pretty nice. We go to nice places.
We're fortunate to do so.
We're
yes.
fortunate. God has blessed us. We can actually take pictures, and that be part of our main thing. And then when we do these shows, we might have to do a separate one because then cigars gets. But we could do it like a.
We
food,
could do a food
thing.
protocol food.
Yeah,
or I don't know, food protocol. Whatever.
I would
yeah.
want to make it into cigars. Maybe it's something we got to do in 2020. But I gave you 3 great suggestions for food in New York, and again, Eastern Pennsylvania. That Cavallo's is tremendous. You
It's
guys,
oh my gosh,
Google it.
This is a food show. We should have had the food.
It was.
You know,
I wish we
but
had pictures. With the right amount of
ticker
time,
is going to be the food.
You could have had
the
pictures.
restaurant
pictures of the
recommendations.
things.
Spain and Keen's and
Yeah.
Cavallo's, 3 places.
and
That's-
Soho Cigar Bar.
Oh, Soho Cigar Bar, the appetizers. Oh,
So then,
I've,
all right,
I've
so
ate those and didn't
going
eat
back
them.
to that. So after Keen's, we had a phenomenal time. We sat there like gentlemen and ate one of the best meals you ever want to eat in your life. At that point in time, I looked to my good friend Johnny Bazzacco and I said, I'm done. He goes, I'm done too. So we were like, I don't know if we even want to go because our plan was to go to Club Macanudo.
You guys didn't want to go. You didn't tell me this. You
Yeah,
were on
we,
the
no, we were
outside.
talking, and then when he heard that, he goes, No, I've never been to Club Macanudo. I'm gonna go. I don't care. So I was like, let's just go. And it was actually tremendous. I'm so glad that we did go. Club Macanudo, people, another fine place to eat and smoke and drink in New York City. Look that up. It's just so simple. Club Macanudo. That was our last stop. We got there probably about 11:30. We were able to get, before the kitchen closed, we were able to get what's, in my opinion, the best thing on that menu, and that's those fried chocolate truffles.
Yes, I've had it before.
Oh,
It's
God.
They're at bowls about yay big. They actually take I think it's Lynch chocolate truffles. And then they take like a pancake batter, very thick, dip it in there, throw it in a fryer. That thing gets brown and crispy. That heat, you cook the batter, the truffle melts until a liquid. And then what they do is on a plate, they put a mound of powdered sugar and they put 3 of those truffles on there. So you roll it around in the sugar and you just pop it in. Each one of us had one. Even Dax, that is actually have chocolate allergies, he tried it and it was amazing.
Yes, I didn't. Wow.
He's got a chocolate allergy.
I
Jesus.
was out of the.
Well, you've had it before. I've had it before.
I've had it before, but I didn't
How
know.
about
my
you?
first
I'm
time?
missing
I loved
like,
it.
what
I-
happened with
It
I'm not
was
a big sugar guy.
I
amazing.
had no
It was
idea.
amazing. And then I got in a little trouble because me joking around. There's a plate of powdered
Really,
sugar
we're gonna
there.
talk about this,
Yeah,
huh?
just real quick. So I took
right,
my
wow.
credit card out and I cut it into lines, joking around, and I put it in my nose and pretend, just like.
Well, no. You
Joking
didn't put
around.
it in your nose.
And I knew,
like
I
an
knew
actual,
it was bad.
a
at the
powder
time.
head.
I
It was
knew
funny.
bad
It
at
was
the
a
time,
funny
but
thing. You know
we
what it is?
didn't mean any harm.
I
He
always
put it
think,
harm.
we didn't
all
mean
over
any
his
harm to
face.
nobody, to Club Macanudo or anybody, but I do things to. Remember, I told you about those guys that say, "Oh my God, I was a little depressed," and I see you and I start laughing. Again, even on that thing, I got DMs.
Stop feeding into him.
No, if me being a fool can save people's lives out there, I do it for the people. I do it for you. It's therapy.
You know, Juan,
Not for nothing. Wait,
you
laughter.
Saved you saved me.
Laughter.
It was worth it for me.
Laughter is a great cure-all. When you think all else
it really
is
is.
down, and my God, life feels like everything's going wrong, and you see something that makes you laugh. If that night I made one guy chuckle that was depressed, it was all worth it. I embarrassed myself for you, the people.
Thank you, Juan, because I was depressed and you made me very happy that evening.
That was, listen, it was
The
funny.
waitresses chuckled at least.
The waitresses chuckled, the managers, everybody laughed. And then after that, so I do that whole thing with the powdered sugar, and I told everybody this powdered sugar is going to be on here for just 2 seconds. You take the picture, and I cleaned it off. I take it with a napkin. So we're talking. Then I feel my lips are sticky from the sugar. I'm like, oh, I got to wash my face. So I actually asked Tristan, one of them was like, anything on my face? No, it's clear. But I felt the stickiness. So I was like, I got to go wash my face. I go to start walking towards the bathroom, and all of a sudden I hear, Juan. And I look around, and who do I see? Carlito Fuente Jr. This guy, Juan. And I looked, I was like, oh my God, I thought maybe I was drunk. But I went to him, and I was a little bit kind of apprehensive because I was almost
You didn't believe me when I told you it was Carlito. I go, Carlito's over in the corner. You're like, no, it's not.
Who, me or them? Them. I didn't.
You know?
Hey,
It was
Carlito
a-
Fuente called Juan Can't Sell.
No, I was. I walked in front of him. It's not like he saw me. You know, I'm a big guy, big fat guy in a pink guayabera, for Christ's sake. I stand out like a sore thumb with powdered sugar in my face. Anyway, Carlito's a great guy. Probably one of the best human beings in this industry in the world. That guy's a great humanitarian, great philanthropist. Shout out to Carlito Fuente Jr. and the Fuente family and everything they do for the industry and the world in general. They do a lot of good stuff for kids in DR and all around the world. Those are great people. Salute to you guys. Yeah.
Salute. Hey, on that note, real quick, and I don't want to bring it down,
Yeah.
but we did have somebody in the Fuente family just have a big tragedy. And I think we need to do a salute to him and his shop, Franklin
Yes.
Pichardo. I'm sorry.
So
that-
for you guys that don't know, before we do the salute, and we're gonna have a moment of silence just to pray for him. Papo, Big Papo. Everybody knows Big Papo out there. Papo Franklin Pichardo, one of the greatest people I know out there. This guy used to roll for Fuente. He grew up in the DR, got a job as a young man in the rooms of Fuente, started rolling, he just put all his passion, his love, his heart, his soul into the work he was doing with his hands and started rolling incredible cigars. He was recognized for his hard work, and he was one of the only few people that was selected to make I think it was Perfection
number 2.
number 2. I saw he rolled for many years. And with that knowledge that he had and the passion, he took his passion and love and came to this country. And in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, Tomacao Fine Cigars, he opened up a shop. And he's been there for at least 3 years, would you say, Kevin? 4 maybe?
Oh, no, more than that, yeah. Like
5?
5 years,
Yeah,
yeah.
before I
And this
started
guy
smoking.
built something from nothing, and it's a great place to go. It's a must-visit. Protocols in there. It's a tremendous Fuente place, but the guy is passionate and he's amazing. And unfortunately, what day was it? Was it the day after Christmas? The day after New
No, after New Year's.
After New Year's,
like,
very recently.
very recently.
So he's in a building, a 3-story building. So his store's on the first floor, tenants on the second floor, tenants on the third floor. The tenants on the third floor had some sort of fire. The fire department came in and just threw water down there. And of course, the water goes down there and basically destroyed his shop. And he's in a bad place. So I want everybody out there to please say a prayer. He's going through a lot of hard times. He's gonna be back stronger than ever. But Franklin, this is for you. Salute. A prayer, moment of silence for Franklin, and then we're gonna do it. We love you, Papo.
Love you, Papo.
All right. So then I think that covers the dinner. Yeah. Oh wait. After Club Macanudo, Tristan and I, everybody went. Johnny B went home because he was shut.
Wait. You
like
just
that.
told me you were at Keen's, and you're like, I'm done, Johnny B. I can't do it. So you're not even going to go to Club Mac.
I was not.
Then you go to Club Mac.
I got a second win, as
You
they
got-
say.
He said
Yeah.
it. He actually
That
at
was
the
a
club.
major second wind.
It was a
because
tremendous second win because we started.
Dax and I went back to the room, and I was horizontal and out snoring.
So we leave Club
away
Macanudo,
Was Dax horizontal?
and I
with
could
you?
not figure out where my car
in
was.
another bed.
I couldn't figure out but I do remember Soho Cigar Bar. So I told him, I can't figure out where the car is. Just put Soho Cigar Bar on. We get to Soho Cigar Bar. I text Mike the Greek, which is the manager there. I was like, "Hey, you
he's
guys
the
still
manager,
open?" Boom. He closes at 3. It was like 2 o'clock. So I was like, "We're gonna go in there for one last drink." Wound up being 2 old fashions for me and a few cups of coffee and water for him.
Old fashions. I thought you had one.
How many was it? 2, maybe 3?
I remember 2,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
it was 2.
you started drinking the second one, but you never finished it.
No, I actually finished. I remember
Oh, did you?
specifically remember
Oh,
finishing.
Jesus.
So it was 2 old fashions at the end of the night. Had a nice cigar, and Tristan and I would just talk. It was great. We closed them out. We were the last person to leave over there. I believe Tristan wound up getting me home because you were my driver that day.
It was 5. I got home. at
I remember
quarter after 5.
sitting on the John and looking at my clock at 5:15 in the morning. And for you guys out there, you know that's a cardinal rule. What's the home rule? I think you can't go home before 4 in the morning. I broke it by an hour and 15 minutes.
Why is that a cardinal rule?
I believe something like that. You
Never
have to
heard
ask the
that.
You have to ask the married men. It's either 3 or 4. I forget what time you come in. But
You and I are married. We should know.
I don't.
What's
I
marriage?
try not to break it often, but I definitely broke it that night. And then I get to bed. I think, so I took a shower. I relaxed. Went downstairs, watched a little TV. I think I got to bed by 6:30. I didn't wake up till 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
TV?
I want to unwind a little bit. I might have actually, believe it or not,
I passed the hell out.
if I had to search my memory, I probably made myself a Tito's and club soda, and then sat
Oh
there.
my god!
It's true story.
The next day, I had an over/under. Juan woke up at 5 p.m.
5 p.m.
5 p.m.
I had probably about
We had a running
10
bet.
hours sleep. You needed some time.
What time did you wake up, Tristan?
I didn't wake up till I want to say close to 3, like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Wasn't bad.
I woke up and saw beautiful Dax in the bed next to me.
Oh,
And I go,
You know what? See,
what time is it?
The
He
more
goes,
you keep saying the bed next to me, the more I think
Was
it's
he-
right next to you.
Was he King Tut Dax from Batman, or he was regular Dax?
He was in his underwear and I was in my underwear. Thank God. So I looked at him and I go, "What time is it?" He goes, "It's quarter to 10." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh! All right, it's 9:45. Let's go." I go, "You want breakfast?" He's like, "Yeah." I go, "All right, we get it free." And thank God we got breakfast because I needed it at that point. After that big meal, I still needed breakfast. We had a great time.
Well, you know,
I
that
got
was
a great
night.
saying. I say, if it's free, it's for me, and I'll take 3. That's what I always say. If it's free, it's for me, and I'll take 3.
You know what though? I don't know if Juan's gonna remember this, but the best part of the night for me, on top of how fantastic everything was, the Uber ride with just me and him to Soho back at like 2:15 in the morning, and you remember that guy at all?
No, refresh my
So
recollection.
it was a gentleman from a country I can't pronounce.
It was Africa, no?
East of Liberia, west of Togo, somewhere in that area. I remember that. Now we had a full-blown conversation, which I want to say lasted close to 15 minutes, on how do you
I
make
do
your
remember,
eggs.
actually.
You remember that? How do you make your eggs?
We had a conversation about scrambled eggs. It was Gordon Ramsay's trick
Yes, it's
where
the best way to make eggs.
you cook the scrambled eggs on a very low heat. It takes about 20 minutes to make, but because you cook it at a very low heat, it cooks gradually as opposed to being fast, and it's very fluffy and airy. I know about that. I've seen Gordon
I
Ramsay.
haven't heard that. You need to try
Shout out to Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, yes. Hey,
Salute,
it.
Gordon.
Does he smoke cigars? Yeah.
He should.
Yeah, he
Yes, he should.
You English bastard, you should. Smoke protocol.
So the key is keeping on
All
and
right.
off the heat.
So we've been going a while. Let's get on to
All right, so more important
the
topics.
major topic that's
The
going
major
on this
topic.
weekend.
Yes. The Fat Ash Bash. For you guys that don't know what Fat Ash is, I'm wearing the shirt. You are too. I know.
I'm not.
I could swear.
I
oh,
was.
Shit. I thought you were wearing a Fat Ash sweatshirt.
It's an army hoodie I'm wearing.
I thought it was so I'm wearing it. I'm going to show you the back real quick. Hold on so you guys can see.
So what's going to be happening now? Well, I'm actually smoking. I believe, Kevin, are you smoking it?
I am not. I'm smoking a Sir Robert Peel,
I
but I
gave
will
him
be.
one. He's gonna
I got
roll
one
that
here.
right now.
Yeah.
So it's a fantastic hoodie. I have one
So
myself.
let me tell you just a quick history for you guys that don't know about the Fat Ash. Fat Ash is a Facebook group that was started by Brad Weidenhammer and Dax Shingle. These two are the forefathers of Fat Ash. And what it is, it's basically a Facebook group, but it's not basically, it is a tremendous Facebook group. And they have a hashtag, FOE. Tristan, tell them what FOE stands for.
Family over everything.
These guys are a great group of family members. You guys have to Google Fat Ash. Go to Facebook, put in your search engine Fat Ash Cigar Group, Fat Ash. You'll go to the page, ask to join. It is an amazing group of people just doing amazing things. And about 3 years ago, one of those, all right, so let me rewind. Fat Ash in 2016 has a rebirth. They rebranded themselves. They brought on a very special gentleman. Brad Weidenhammer and Dax Shingle brings on David Papp, a very special gentleman. They now bring him in, and they
Tristan,
rebrand.
You really love him, don't
They
you?
rebrand the
Watch
the
out,
logo. They rebrand everything, and then boom, it starts to skyrocket. They bring one of my favorite guys, got great hair, Kevin Haluska, brings him on as an admin. Love that guy.
Sexiest man ever.
hell.
Then they bring in Chaz DeFelice,
Tristan's getting hot.
another great human being, and this just become such a great Facebook group. So with that, they had what's called the Fat Ash Bash. The Fat Ash Bash, the first one was 2017 was the first Fat Ash Bash, and we were lucky enough.
2018.
No, 2018 was last. No, hold on.
No.
20 is this.
2018.
You're right. 2018, first Fat Ash Bash at Famous Smoke Shop. It's great. Basically, a big herf for all the members of Fat Ash, and we were blessed enough to be able to make a cigar to commemorate that particular event, the Fat Ash Bash. The first one we did was the Fat Ash cigar. We actually took the three admins, Brad Weidenhammer, Dax Shingle, and David Papp, to Nicaragua in 2017. We started working on that blend then, released it for 18, and it was an amazing. Mexican San Andreas, Maduro Wrapper, Nicaragua Binder Village, it's a beautiful cigar. So this year,
You're talking like the Micro Machine guy.
because we have X amount of time, and
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't want to go over.
It's no.
We're probably realistically
we're good.
under.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
All right, so I'll talk about now. So year three Fat Ash Bash 3.0. It's going to be again at Famous Smoke Shop. It's going to be in Easton, Pennsylvania, on Saturday, January 11th. Is it
January 11th. Yeah.
January 11th?
Sure.
But we also have a pre-bash that's going to be at Brian Lewis's place on Friday, January 10th, and then the after party for Sunday, January 12th at Epic Cigar Lounge in Whitehall.
No, that's in Allentown.
Allentown. So, but basically to say, so we did we're doing this Fat Ash Bash 3, and for this year we did a other cigar. Again, it's called the I'm gonna put it here for the camera right there. Boom, the Fat Ash Year 3.
The
This
3.0.
Well, the event's 3.0, but I'm
The
gonna
event's
call,
3.0,
I'm gonna
I
call
don't
this
know
Fat
what
Ash
you
Year
wanna
3. It
call
doesn't matter. I just made it up. But anyway,
we made a cigar.
this was a special one, though. We changed the color so people could differentiate from gold to silver to commemorate the third year. And then Brad, Dax, Pap, the whole team, Shingle, Kevin, they all decided to make this amazing Vitola. This actually is a 6x46 with a pigtail, Mexican San Andreas. It is smoking phenomenal. That's it. I'm done. You guys talk for the rest.
Well, here, side note here. I gotta say, Kevin, this lighting, it's I didn't thought I was white. I didn't realize how white I was until I saw this lighting when I was trying to put this band up.
Yeah, the
You
lighting
couldn't even see
sucks.
it. I'm reflective.
We have
I'm
to work.
albino.
We have to work with what we have. And
But
within-
nonetheless, this
within
is
my
a
personal
fantastic
budget.
cigar. I've
Within
smoked a
my
few of these
personal
now.
budget.
So these cigars are absolutely fantastic. This is probably the best year so far by far.
I believe
love this
so.
cigar
I
without
say
a
that
doubt.
this is the best Vitola we've done so far.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm
Last year was
very
great. The
happy.
first year was killer, but this third
I would
year
say
here, this is absolutely
The first year was
fantastic.
phenomenal. The second year was not as good. This year, uber phenomenal.
by far
Tremendous.
This is fantastic.
Spiritual. This is a great cigar. And guess what, people? Only 250 bundles of 10 are ever made of this cigar. Never again.
Limited, very.
Very limited. So when these come out, if they sell out that day, you'll never. So for Brooklyn Brat, or Bart, I'm sorry, I always say Brat.
You know what? You got to get
It's
in line
Brat.
behind me.
I said it right. It's Brat, right?
Brat, yes.
Brooklyn, you are one of the number one guys. You guys got to get at least 10 of these because you're not gonna regret. These things are smoking phenomenal. All right, I'm done. You guys talk.
Got to get in line behind me, pal, because I got to tell you, this one, I'm definitely getting more than 13
We
this
weren't
year.
we weren't going to talk about how many we were releasing, but now you know because Juan posted it.
I
but
posted.
Oh,
Yeah.
he posted about 8 hours
In reality,
ago.
a part of me feels I tell the truth. Like some, Bill often tell me, "Oh, you can't stop telling numbers," but it shows how many are out there, and it shows because anytime we do a limited run something, we never revisit it, right? So when
it's,
these
it's still a large number.
You know,
of
Juan
is.
Cancel's not.
Yeah.
He's not a liar, my friends.
when 250, I'm sorry, these 250 bundles are gone, they're gone forever. We won't release them in this size and this blend again. But this is an amazing cigar. You guys have to try it. So the first day on Saturday, they're going to be available at the shop only. Anybody that attends the bash, unless somebody attends the bash, is going to get it. The second day, Sunday, if they have any left, they're going to take phone orders at Famous Smoke Shop. If there's anything left after that, then Monday they go online. I highly doubt Monday anything because I'm telling you, this cigar is smoking so phenomenal. We were smoking it all day Saturday when we went there. It was just this is probably my 13th cigar. It is just amazing. I cannot stop smoking it.
Jeez, this is my third, and I gotta say it's fantastic. 13th, holy hell! What are you gonna smoke the whole stockpile before
Wow.
anybody gets it?
Yeah, he is.
Kevin,
happens.
say something. I want you to say. I want you
No,
to become
yeah.
famous.
So I'm super happy with this release. The cigar came out phenomenal. I can't thank Eric enough for making it happen, and Fat Ash on the collaboration. Love those guys: Brad, Dax, Kevin, Chaz, David Papp. Oh my gosh, great people.
You're in trouble because you put David Papp behind. You put him as the last guy. He should have been. It should have been.
I'm not picking an order.
I think
here.
it goes Brad, Dax. I'm putting an order. I think it goes Brad,
Wow.
Dax,
You heard it here first.
Papp, Kevin, and then Chaz, and then everybody else.
Why are you gonna hurt my poor Gator like that?
No,
The king of editing.
it's called seniority.
Oh,
So
seniority
this-
in the group.
Listen,
not how much you.
I'm
like
a cop. I've been a cop all my life. Seniority is all that matters. Whoever's got more time on the job has more seniority. They get the accolades, the whatever they want. So between Brad and Dax, they're the forefathers. But I mean, here's a big but. Brad starts with a B. Dax starts with a D. So in the alphabet, B comes first. And not on top of that, but also I think
Yes, phonetically.
Brad's also older. He's like 57 years old, while
Whoa,
Dax
he doesn't
is
have
only
a cane yet.
well,
Jeez.
Dax is only 36. So
He's the coolest 48-year-old I'll ever know.
he's awesome. He's the best 60-year-old. Now, in reality, his beard looks amazing. He's actually one of my inspirations for this beard that I have. And
You'll never get
I
there.
love Brad.
Yeah,
I
keep
love
smiling.
Dax.
You'll
I
never
love
get there.
Pap. I love Haluska. I especially love Haluska and his wife too. I do love. Well, that doesn't sound right, but Kim, I love you, and then Chaz. Great people. All right, go ahead.
I love them all. I'm not trying to rank anybody in this particular order. I'm just calling them out as they.
We're just
come into
ball
my
busting
head.
because
Yeah.
we bust balls because we love you guys.
Can I just say
Absolutely.
how many times Juan has said now that I'm done. I'm done talking. You two talk.
Right, and he just chimes in.
He,
right.
You know what though? That is the empowering
We should
voice
go
of
back-
protocol.
yeah.
He is the face and the power of protocol. Not only that, the cigar industry itself. I would almost say,
Wow, he's
celebrity.
the face of the cigar industry. Did you just say that?
No. I
He
said
is not the face
John
of the cigar
Bazzacco said
industry.
that
He's the
yesterday.
face of
Also, John
protocol.
Bazzacco was telling me
and
that
he's also a
yesterday.
celebrity.
No, you are not the face of the cigar industry. I'm sorry. I say no.
No. I believe Kevin misheard me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
All right.
Face
That
of
is-
protocol. Definitely a celebrity.
He's not a celebrity.
I'm just a regular dude
Yes.
that likes to interact with people.
That Carlito Fuente Jr. called over by name.
Oh my god.
You see this big hairy bear.
that is? That's
Look
a-
at his hair. Big hairy bear. And that day I happened to put no gel in my hair. I went natural. I wanted this lock just to for you guys to remember.
show is going sideways.
No, hold on. The show.
This is the
With the
best part.
Klingon,
This
not the
is
Klingon. I'm sorry, with the Battlestar Galactica. Do you remember the good guys had that helmet?
the
that was like-
Cylons were the bad guys.
Not the Cylons were the bad guy, but the good guys had this helmet and it was big and it was like wide in the back. With my hair loose, I look like I have a helmet on. It's just this massive amount of hair in the
Sir
beard.
helmet.
Yes,
from
the Wolfman
Spaceballs?
here.
It's amazing. So, and then Carlito sees this big hairy bear with a pink guayabera. Of course, he's gonna, anybody's gonna look. Everybody's looking at me, not because I'm good looking, but because I stand out. Like a cartoon character.
Because you're making a scene.
Yeah, 'cause I'm snorting freaking powdered sugar up my nose. That's a big
It
scene.
is actually powdered sugar. That
was
is not
powdered sugar. It was-
There's not
as a
phrase
disclaimer,
for something else.
It was not cocaine for the few people.
right.
The post was only up for maybe 12 hours, maybe 24, but I was called by certain people, Eric. I was called by certain people to take it down, and I took it down. And believe me, listen, I know I got a little bit of flack from Jack. Jack was like mortified and everything, but listen, again, it's all in good fun. It's all to give people laughter. It's all about laughing. It's not like I went over there and killed a hooker and had to take her into the car and,
God.
and
All right.
bury the body. It's
Hey,
very innocent.
speaking
It was
of
very
Juan-
innocent. That's just me.
All right.
That's
I
just
think,
me.
I think we need to.
I'm
cut
going to
this show
hijack this here. Speaking of which,
Yeah, go.
for Juan, the ending who my pick was here from last month, what does Juan Cancel look like? I have to say the comment from Steve-O here. Juan looks like he should be on a currency of a fourth world country. And I got to say,
That's good. I like that.
that is fantastic because it only goes to third world countries.
Hey, so
the
Tristan,
Aladdin.
You had a contest on the last episode. I think we need to cut it off. We're a little bit over.
Anyways, Steve-O, reach out to me, give me a call, message me, tell me your address, and I'll send you cigars, all right?
Wait, before we go, real quick, I just want to say thank you to everybody, all our supporters out there. Because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be where we're at right now, which we're not nowhere really anywhere. But we're out here. You guys are following us. You guys watch us, support our cigars posts. I try to post, I try to answer everybody's posts. I try to repost. I love you guys. I try to do as much as, and this is what this whole show's about: engaging our. I hate to use the word fans, but our supporters. We engage our supporters. Another way to engage you guys. But on the last note, I just want to talk about one thing. We had 4 releases this year. Between the 4 releases, we've made so far 5 top 25 lists of the year. I just want to give a shout out to these guys. I want to give a shout out to Philip, Catman Cone, also Conehead.com. He gave us placing in there. I didn't really read it. Tim Rollins from Tiny Tim's Cigar World. We made his list. Bob the Cigar Guy Finley. We made his list, which is amazing. Blind Man's Puff just came out today. We made number 12 on there. And then Fine Tobacco, New York City, Matthias Clock. Those are just some of the lists we've made so far. There's a few more to go. Hopefully, I would love to get on a few more, but just because of you guys and the attention you give us and the support, we were able to do this. And thank you to those cigar media people. I just want to say thank you so much. I'll let you guys give your thing. And I guarantee it's the last time I'm talking.
No, thank you, everybody. I appreciate everything. Tristan, you got anything before we
Thank you
sign
all,
off?
guys. I appreciate everybody who commented for my little story event, whatever the hell you want to call it, last month. I'll send you a personal package out of my personal stock. So it's going to
That
be
is
some good
very
stuff.
nice, very generous to Tristan.
So right on, right on. Hey,
So
everybody.
be a fat ass. Saturday, January 11th. Am I right? That's the right day?
January 11th, yes.
January 11th, Famous Smoke Shop. There's going to be raffle prizes. It's for a great cause. It's camaraderie. People getting. Jason Limmerman is going to be the DJ. We're going to be dancing. I'm not going to be drunk. I'm going to be normal as I can get. I'm not going to be crazy. So I just want to let you all guys know I'm going to be normal. Don't ask me.
You said that was the last time you were talking. You're still talking.
Yeah, right. All right.
Hey, everybody,
Wrap it up.
stay smoky. Power of the P, right? Cheers.
the P.
Power of the P, guys.
Put the P in your mouth.
Love you
Right on,
all.
cheers.